welcome to Young Kizzy, the one YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the red subscribe button down below and turn on the bell icon. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section.
Poverty has been increasing over the last 5 years. But paper, inflation has gone down, single digit, 6 point something. What is inflation? Too much money chasing too few goods. If you want to reduce inflation, what do? You reduce the too much money or you increase the too few goods. You can use so many monetary instruments. You increase the bank reserve ratios, you issue more treasury bonds, you increase the interest rates, inflation now, what have you done? You have not increased production, you have not increased services. If you don't increase production, you don't increase services, if you reduce the money supply, also you are reducing jobs. You are reducing jobs because you are hitting on effective demand. When you hit effective demand, whatever area 2-3 meals per day, whatever 1 meal. If you manage supermarket, when the sales supermarket whatever they produce farms production when the production goes down, the economy is contracting. So what have they achieved? Nothing. When you talk about all these things that, you're talking about poverty, when we talk about getting back our country, owning our own country, how do we do this? For the ordinary Zambian who's in Kamchanga and Grassland right now, who's wondering, how can we get back our country? We were mining. There were mines here in Mufurira, in Chingola, Chirilabongwe, Solwezi. There were mines. The Lambas were mining here, the Kaondes were mining. They were mining copper. And they were even adding value to that copper. They were not just selling raw copper. They were selling copper items. They took those mines away from them. They took the mines away from them. Their own mines, which they started, they took them away, pushed them out of mining. And we have never recovered from that today. If you are not owning your economy, you are not owning your mining, how are you going to benefit from mining? Those who own live well. And they are the ones who run the country actually. So if our uneducated ancestors could mine, what more in Obachombawa Sandira? You can't run mines. And are you telling me those who own mines are miners? No. The owners of mines are not even miners. They use other people to mine for them. They employ. Even you can employ. The skills that you may not have, you can hire them globally. But you own. As long as we don't own the mines, the copper they mine will be taken away. And there will be no value addition to it. The money they get will be taken away. Repeats. One argument Dr. Mende and that no Zambians can't do mining on their own, and this is why we really need investors to come in. Are you telling us that if the Zambian people had to make you president of this country, you are going to chase all the investors in the mining sector? First, Zambians mined, I've told you. Zambians, people who live in this territory called Zambia, they were mining. before the whites came. They were mining copper, and they were able to process it and add value to it. Even today, who is mining? Who is mining? It's Zambians who are mining. It's only the ownership that they don't have, but running the mines, it's the Zambians who are mining. It's the Zambians who are digging the copper. Do you see white people digging copper? Have you brought in thousands of white people or some other people from some other planet or some other territory to come and mine? It's you Zambians mining. What you don't have is ownership. And you are the owned at one time, the CCM. Vasichingawa were the managers, they were the ones running mining. Did they fail? They didn't. They didn't fail. You sold back, you gave it back to the foreigners. So Zambians can mine. And again, where the skills may not be there among Zambians, you can hire those skills. That's how the world economy runs. So it's not that we can't mine. And moreover, it's not just about taking over the mines that are owned by other people. Only 1/3 of our mining potential is under exploitation. Now to quarter 2/3 that is not yet being exploited. We have our people, they have to be the owners of that 2/3. They have to exploit. Not just people come licenses, then you sell to other people. No. We want Zambians to become millionaires and billionaires from mining. You don't have a single millionaire from mining in Zambia today. You have been mining for all these years from the early 1900s. Not a single Zambian millionaire. Not a single Zambian mining billionaire. But you have made billionaires of others from Zambian copper. Uyu batila billionaire, you trillionaire, you. Who is this one? Musk. He made his millions from Zambian emeralds. It's Zambian emeralds that has made his family rich and himself. Why can't we have a Zambia or Zambians? So it's not difficult to own.
Maybe let me just also ask our question for being somebody ego for our question
Gachomba. Ili ashia kutira ati abenda Zambia tetubaterana mamanzi. Narrative yabanani yabayo. Nabengi abarefu kubapoke baba mind queen. Ewo babomfye. Then I mindset. Nari first Zambian mindset. Mu 1977. Muna mumu kulia. Nari kala 70 dash. I was the first financial controller in Zambia. Why is that? 1977. So nobody can tell me that. By Emmanuel Mutati, what is a mining engineer? By Gilbert Temba, what is a mining engineer? Come for you. Bengi aboninga lumula abale gomba mu mayi bakarusha bwalya bafumine kuno ba zumu njovu ebale tarani mufulira wanderers ba melu. So I can give you names. Ba Muhango, all those are people who run the mines here. So let's make this very clear. That narrative that say abena Zambia tetwate run mama, let's close that. That is a blatant lie. Blatant lie. Ufi. Who have it? I know. Let me just explain to you. Therefore, if you are present right now, what you do not own, you cannot control. What you do not own, you cannot control. In other words, you can't take over somebody's property. You can't control what somebody else owns. Can somebody else come and manage your wife for you? No. It is you who is responsible. Somebody else to bring up Abandabo. And let's make this very clear. The economy is for the people, not the people for the economy. If they run that economy, the economy works to enrich and enhance abantu, not the abantu to enhance now the economy. They are an instrument. They are a contributor. They are a resource to make sure that our plans mukwete mu economy yabomba. That's what it is. So let me make this very clear. From the time that there was nationalization, in another training accountant, 1971, I said 71, we nationalized our mines. In fact, from 1969 to 71, you batire at national reforms, economic reforms, Yabaka. We took over the mines. Zambia owned 68.8%, 68.7% of the mines. They owned it. Twice I in 1982, NCCM, RCM, why Kungamano, no Kupanga ZCCM. In there I was working for RCM. The biggest mine that RCM had, David P. managing director, was in Furia. So no one can tell me that's their own issue. But they can't say that Arena Zambia to connect the right now mines. Why Bamagai? Bamagai. I'm telling you. So nobody can tell me that. Our Ghana Mama is getting our president to Atlanta. There was Zambians. Even now, the people that go underground in Arena Zambia. Let me also make this point. Umuntu Shile Bomba is available as a resource but is useless unless they can have a job to work so that they can earn. Bakwate ngarama, bala ya shops, bayashtaka ya mfyakufuala, na winchinga, na mwifilimba. That is expenditure. You have to have income. Pakuti economy itishani, ibombe. Very important issue for everybody to understand. Ilo na refu mamumaini, in 86, ZCCM was employing 56,000 miners. 56,000. Nibanga bali mumaini. Less than 50,000. So in the Sharafu Makuisa, put Baboncha, Wingra Mo economy. You inject that through the wages. 56,000. The average family Kumain, yeah, 8 people in a family. Multiply 8 now 56,000. Yamupela $500,000. $500,000 makes all the difference to the economy. I was the Division of Financial Contract Mufurina, Nari head of finance Muzen CCA. So what I'm giving to you are facts. And I'm reinforcing point by Panga by Dr. Membe. Dr. Membe is an economist. Dr. Membe is an accountant. Dr. Membe is a lawyer. What else do you want from a person? And that's what we're saying. As Socialist Party, we're saying this candidate who are somebody who are qualified, who are and he has not only done that, he has also gone a step further. They have trained, Socialist Party, 5,000 Mabanamayo have been trained from zero literacy. Could not read or write, not even Kusai. They have trained 5,000 Mabanamayo. They have trained more than 30 doctors, even as a party. 30. But so we're expecting some other people to come back with masters. Recently, about 3 months ago, right in Venezuela, 17 of them medical doctors, nurses. What else do you want him to do to demonstrate to Quebec? Not we should have reached. So to get back to the economy, you cannot have value addition. Ngataku to make my fiance. I'm a proper yonse. I'm a Catholic. Number 3, Abasunga Valesa as investors. They are not coming here to develop your country. Ngataku to Avena Zambia, including HHR. They are eating with them. It's okay. But therefore, having the benefit, having so that we can process the copper here.
Never know, never reached our benefit. Now, our Chito, my mind. Wale flashing. Professionals, trained people are getting 4,300. And trained staff, they are getting 2,800. And they are not direct employed by the mines.
No. But employed the
contractors. They have no proper pensions. They have no proper medical facilities and so on. They can lose their jobs anytime. Unions, mining unions, value now. So that these workers are not protected. For more than 30 years now, we have never had even a meaningful strike in mine. We have never had. So what are we benefiting? If I want to be somebody who mine, but for Lama 2 billion, something. What is the benefit? If they were getting good salaries in the Baisa Mukongo, might just spend Rupiah, it's shared. But they don't pay data parity. Then Congole Kalova, sharing. But now debt trap.
We want to go further. Kunokumai. There was no miner who already paramedical. And all these places, also mine, they were not paying electricity. You cannot have the economy here within weeks. Load shedding. We have had 4 years of load shedding. What a process can come.
Just to add on that, so the question was actually that we cannot learn what is our minds. PF, in their wisdom, Bagi and the process of difficulties. Ilinto Vareis, Basa Indian would do a PF now. There are issues with them, I think, over the issue of 2 billion dollars. So, I'm actually very learning in the Zambians. I've been a Zambian. Those are the guys that were learning this medicine.
And they were only 100%
Yes.
Zambian government.
Yes. Meaning, what Japan was lacking was choice. In capital, about 300 million US dollars. To inject in 300 million US dollars to learn these mines. Again, on the other hand, Zambians are very running in gold Java. Reserve, they are about 100 plus million US dollars. Each day, Piribula, who take home after Waisa, one in Europe, any problem, what do we get in? All of us are in the meaning the body we top up to make 300 million or 350 million.
Dedicated to mine.
So that they inject capital and we run the mines smoothly. What did they do? Van bureaucrat to what to investor. The correct soon ni soon. Soon the investor will come. Soon the investor will come. Why the watcher? 2 years, why the watcher? That one is Mona. Again, on the other hand, by UPND, they don't mean war for this country. Umugodi, which for what said Umugodi. You know, in the name of, to restore the investors' confidence. Babi come out national companies on tax holidays. Where we are losing about 3 billion US dollars per year.
Valerie, 6%.
Minimum royalty tax.
Minimum royalty tax. Like half.
But
3%.
Yeah.
So we have given up 50% of your income.
So now look at the money that we are losing. And in that we were just lacking, Mopan was just lacking 300 million plus as capital. But what did they do? Vayaburenda makunapsa na kuisa bapela in constructing company atipangi omusebo nga baleetontoonkanya balingiresidenda nama bashibula bashingisha mu mine yakita generate money eyangupanga omusebo tulepangira kwebene taturushire n'amatogates. It was going to hold enough water
because you've got enough profit.
Exactly. So no nga mwasafibula fiancé, you know, fileturanga vya ba UPND ni watakataka. They don't know where to start from. Tabaishwa pa kuambira ni pesa. As a result of umutu wa isanga. Number, let me tell you this. I am a mines, I'm a Zambian state bafi woko luporo mgojo. Nabalondoro raba comrade Bob. Nabalondoro, he has given us a rich background. I'm a mines offered. No, abantu abade control mgojo. It is just Zambians. Abantu ngebe some control mgojo that wali mona badi fula. Like the point that the president raised. Number, abantu kwa bichile piliwula. They depend on our labor force. They depend on our labor force. So, meaning, if we are capable of doing these mines or to learn these mines, this is the reason why when you go to Saudi Arabia, when you go outside this country, Zambia, wherever you go, you find that the best miners there are Zambians. I'm working conditions. They have a win. Abarenga ni bana, who has failed to create oasis or conducive environment for these mines? It is the government in place. What was their promise in 2021 campaigns? Valera ndokutila. Tulesha mkumpiri wile fini. The question is,
have they turned that?
and then for wakonfamale tumufabonze before tabala isa mkutumama konyo kulanda na things. As we are speaking right now, Copper London Metal Exchange, it is 13,700 per ton. Ababuonse abachita koto bachito batasha kunu moko. Yare bama 4,000.
In each year, you had less than $2,000 per metric ton.
Yes.
Less.
Now look at the impact that you made that time. Namufuma mkulondora kwa linenda mashamu sana. Abana bale fora bashimanyi tabale step bawo. Bale afe mukusenda. And the economy was okay. You know, one thing that President Hakainde reached them and the scheme they should know is that what we are lacking in this country, Zambia, we are lacking people with disposal income. Disposal income kanabesa kuya sangwafe na babene bashimanyi because they are guaranteed to say tukaya fola. Ever they tender ama musecuration. The moment that exchange of money in circulation, the economy starts breathing. Now, we are not seeing all those things. It is able to indicate abantu which spend which they 16,000 a pen. How many are working today? You find that plus or minus 5,000. Where is the 11,000? They want to survive. At the end of the day, this is the reason why we are saying, please, Mwebena Zambia, Shibukeni. We are not just going to change the government, but we also want to change the governance systems.
Tekuchinja fechi panigire teka na kateko ipo. Kuchinje mitekere.
Exactly.
Kata tuchinjishe mitekere ya chabu.
Tafyaka chinje.
Kuika la wino, la beko.
There's a statement about our President Dr. Membe Obalanda. Take chinja.
Yes.
When you talk about death and IMF, because this is something Zambia na kuna kuinga na kupata political program to analyzing a lot of things. Ada indika kwa sasa kama na panko ngole kwa kwata na ngecha elo kadiri ni chichi inaitwa kulanda polonzo kwa IMF mkwai. So I want to find out this on behalf of the Zambian people listening to you across the copper belt. Do you believe the IMF program is helping or hurting us ordinary Zambians right now? And if you are in government, would you continue the route of the IMF?
Wachonda. Namu kwataka business. Mwapanga 1 million kwacha. Mwasenda 1 million kwacha ilya. Mwapela abantu. Mwakanya abantu 1 million. Yapo. Panga ndata pali. Business ye wilefu okulipira abantu amasalaries abama wages. Mwaya mukukongola ku banki. Another 1 million kwacha. Eyo mupera mulyama no more. You have wasted. Mwalepoka 6% royalties. Chita slash by 50%. By half. Mwalepoka 3%.
What do you expect?
You have given away
half of your income.
Billions. Then you go to the IMF of here Congo. Pakalova. High interest. Mulyama no more. That's what this government has done. In Congo, the Tukwete law can be avoided. It can be avoided. It can be reduced if not avoided. It's not a must that we should get in Congo. We can reduce in Congo by collecting what belongs to us. The IMF, the World Bank, and these others, they have been telling us that we are not collecting enough taxes from the mines. They have been telling us. These are the friends of the mining corporations. But they have been telling us we are not collecting enough. We don't want to collect what is due to us to Congo. We find it easier and convenient to Congo than to generate through taxes.
But to just compliment you for the President Bailanda. Un friend. you take a work out HH. Kushitabashi Mopan, we own it 100%. Have they not sold it? Where are the proceeds? In the Ramabashi, Shirikwi. Because that's what you can inject in the mind. Mm-hmm. That income, yeah, ama shares, where you had 100%, in Onshta, you have 49%. You see, we've got 49%. Because if you had 100%, now you have got 51%, or 49%. How can you say that no, but we're better off? Because what you do not own, you cannot control. And I'm talking to you as an accountant of 55 years. I qualified in 1971, 1974. So, and I worked at Mufiri. So until you have corrected that situation, when UPND came into office, Natitabakwete plan, Chipante, team, no plan. And this is what has happened. It's manifest. Mashitisha. Mafinya 20%. Who can sanshi? Mashitisha. Where are the proceeds from that 20%? How much shares Mashitisha? If you don't participate, ZCCMIH, might create your Mashitisha. If an investor can go and borrow, Vedanta, they don't use their own money. So why can't ZCCMIH, 100%, why can't it do this? Mm-hmm. Why can't it go to the stock, to the pensions and stock exchange and raise that billion? Because my money here.
We are even failing to control or to manage gold mining. We are failing. Well, how much have you ever heard any of our leaders tell us what the government has collected from gold mining in a year? Have they ever told you?
Or emeralds?
Gold is just being wasted. Mm-hmm. Our people are not even benefiting. When they try to go and mine, the government should take our small miners. That's why our sons move members in programs. Show me one country. We started these IMF programs in the early 80s in Africa and even in Zambia. Have we prospered? Have we benefited? Have we been bailed out of our problems? It won't work.
This is a solution that does not work.
Let's find our own solutions to our own problems. Let's use our heads. Let's use our
$1, 12 cents. I use that money to go to UK. So, in the chapter now, gold, what is the price of gold today per ounce?
$132
per gram. What does that give you? Even copper at 13,000. If yes. You are not making a profit at $13,000 per ton, then you should get out of money.
Exactly.
You should get out of money. So what we're giving to you are factual. Check it out, especially those of you who are arguing for UPND. Go and check it out. Go on the internet. Check what the London Metal Exchange is receiving for every ton. And you know, that EV, electric vehicles, consumption of copper is only going to go up. It's not going to go down. Mm-hmm. It can only increase the prices that are available to us. Why are these people not listening? Why are these people not making sense of this? Because so I am telling you, all this nonsense that the UPND is telling us is simply to blind our faces and also to simply keep this country entrenched in debt. You are under debt rescheduling. What does debt rescheduling mean? Debt means in Congo. Debt. D-E-B-T. In Congo. Now, when you have in Congo, what you want to do is to pay back. It means you must have income coming in so that you can be able to pay back that income, that loan. But if you don't have that income, because you've reduced it from 6% to 3%, you won't be able to get sufficient to pay that. All you're doing is you are entrenching that debt even more. To debt reschedule means not to change, to therefore what you have incurred. That's what you're doing.
Ifata telefo okulipira.
Ifata telefo okulipira telefo tulinde yafye tulinde yamufya munsenga.
Ine
How are you going to do it? How are you going to get out of this debt trap? 2005, write-off. 2005, there was complete debt write-off of 7.2 billion. Write-off. Which was at zero loans anymore. Sovereign debt. Today, how much are we owing? 23 billion. Anyway, ababe ba UPND. Where? From the IMF. But meantime, you have given the concession on royalty tax.
23 billion na internal debt.
Then we've got local debt
of 252 billion. That's about $13 billion.
When you don't pay the local suppliers, local suppliers, I'm talking even ZCCM, even KCM, you have no businessmen. Especially you contractors, bear this in mind. Batile at KCM Tayakabwele, Batile Vedanta Tayakabwele. How many times did it say to us? 3 times. Tabakabwele. Vedanta Tabakabwele. Is this a person you can trust?
No.
Another 5 years, you have no economy to talk about Maboko Copper Bill. You have been warned. Not Mueva. You will have no economy to talk about another 5 years. Ere mwafunya kuna light. Mumaini to offer light pakukwata electrolysis of copper, to produce copper. You need that. 800,000. It has remained at 800,000. Mukafumashani 800,000 metric tons. We have 3 million. It's guesswork that. They don't even know what it takes to get from 800,000 to 3 million. If you're not investing, Muma stops. Muma mining engineers. If you are not investing in the stocks, how are you going to produce the copper? How are you going to produce the ore? How are you going to process it? Mukatwala finish mu concentrate. Finish fuka ya smelter. And here comes there quite electric furnace. Electrical production. If you don't do those things, and you say we don't know how to do it, if you don't know how to do it, get out of government. Let other people who know do it. That's what we're saying to you.
Let's talk about the 2026 general election. As the Socialist Party President, Dr. Membe, what makes you confident that you are unique from these other presidential aspirants that were having, including the incumbent? And also, President Membe, because we've seen some withdrawals from your candidates in various parts of the country that have withdrawn from contesting the election. Is it because of intimidation, political violence, or they just lost faith in the Socialist Party?
Our difference never names to other little contested elections. It's not the difference of the skin color. It's not the difference of complexion. Difference in Yama ideas. We have understanding, we have a great understanding of where our country is coming from. We understand our history. And because we understand our history, also we are able to understand the epoch. We also pay attention to the government statistics. We have data produced by Zamstats, a government agency paid for by the taxpayer. Do you hear your leaders talk about these figures, which are produced for them? We understand fully the challenges of our country. Today, we are 22 million Zambians, estimated. We have a population growth rate of 3.5 national average. Urban areas are growing at an average of 4.2%, the population. We understand fully that in 12 to 15 years, the population of Zambia will double. It will be more than 44 million. And if the population in 12 to 15 years is going to double, what will be the housing situation? Abantu bakalaikala kwisa amayanda akabashani There's a deficit today of 4.5 million houses with the current population. We have the highest, one of the highest populations in the world today, with 22 million. We have over 50% unemployment, averaging about 60% unemployment, especially among young people. We have 70% of our population below the age of 35. These are the most productive people, economically and socially. They are the ones who produce more children for us. The median age is 19.3 years. So from 19 to 35, they are breeding children at a very fast rate.
Without jobs.
But they have no income. They are producing these children. How are they going to look after them? And the under fives need a lot of care. They need a lot of health services. They also need education. They need food to grow and grow properly. They need clothing. They need proper housing. We understand these things
very well.
And when we understand these things very well, we also stand a better chance of seeking solutions to them. We don't claim to be geniuses. And we are not looking to be geniuses ourselves, because we are looking for a collective genius. Vatira from chitungula shi, avateka bantu, avachitefintu bantu. It has to be with the people, for the people. And also because we understand the magnitude of this problem, we are saying to ourselves, the politician alone cannot take us out of these problems. Politician we need other leaders of our people. Who are those leaders? We have other authentic leaders of our people, like traditional leaders, religious leaders, business leaders, trade union leaders, professionals, and intellectuals. We need all these to participate in the governance of this country. We need all our people to participate in this government. In fact, if you look at the world, the countries that have prospered, that have advanced, they do not depend on the political leadership alone. Head of state in the king. Then they have got the Church of England. It's part of the state apparatus. Then they have got the House of Lords, where they take all those people who have excelled in various fields of life and put them there to help guide society. Then we have the House of Commons, politicians, led by the Prime Minister. That's how the UK is led. And it's not just the UK alone. You look at Sweden, Norway, Hungary, Holland or Netherlands, Austria, Spain, France, Japan, Indonesia, Thailand, Saudi Arabia, and many other countries that are doing well. They are not led by politicians alone. We have been led by politicians for too long. And we have seen, we are just changing them. They are changing colors. Today they are in red, tomorrow they are in blue, the next day they are in green. What ni chameleon? But mutila chameleon achinja fekala but inkanda imoyin. You keep on recycling them, changing them. But the failure will be the same. You are seeking new solutions from the same formula, from the same approach. It can't work. And that's why we are saying we are offering something different. We are thinking different. We are thinking outside the box. We are not seeking just to change take up. We are seeking to change mitekere. That's what we mean by Chomba. We seek to change mitekere. Ngata to change mitekere. That's what we mean.
And also on the leadership. That leadership is necessary, Chomba. If you need a new leadership a new way of thinking, a new way of solution. Much how different are you? Much how different are you? All right, let's go even to education. Let's even go to our president, please. We have got a team of people around us that are well educated and experienced. The president himself is a doctor, not by honorary degrees. He has got two, PhDs in economics and business. He's a lawyer. He can go to any constitutional court, high court, any court. He can go. He's qualified. He's a professional accountant. He came out of university in 1981. This is almost more than 45 years ago. He has run his own businesses in form of the post. And he has been there with all this and seen what has gone wrong, what is inadequate. We are bringing you some here. The candidate for this place, we ought to have fire.
Now mumufira depth ya kwa Reagan.
If you're a Reagan,
who ni nani munamumufurira? Who is a radio who can compete? Nani politician munamumufurira? We have no notes.
And you are taking the pictures. You can see. No notes. We know these things.
The figures are just coming out. The ideas are just coming out.
Manifesto, yes, is one of the best in the world. Rated amongst the top 5 in the world. Not just in Africa. Not just in Mozambique. Learn about the world. So we are asking the Zambian people. Parliament. So that we can reinforce your experience from Muflira. For better.
Exactly. But Chomba, one also other big thing and which distinguishes us from others is our love for this country. Our patriotism. Our understanding of who we are as Zambians. You cannot improve the living conditions of people you don't love. Our love for this country is demonstrated by so many acts. We are patriots. We are Pan-Africans without ceasing to be Zambian patriots. We love this country. We love our people. And love for Zambia is not love for the Mchinga escarpment. It's not love for the Zambezi River, for the Chambeshi River, for Lake Bangweulu, for Lake Tanganyika, for Lake Mweru. No. It's love for the people. We thunder with indignation at the humiliation of the Zambian people through poverty. What brings us into politics is not to come and make money. It's to come and provide a service to rescue our people from the humiliation of poverty. How can you watch people you love, your fellow human being, God's people, endure poverty levels of more than 80%, and you go to sleep peacefully?
And you say the economy is doing well. For who?
You have all these young people, more than 60% of them on the streets, no jobs. Children are being born from parents without an income. Children's brains are being damaged by hunger. And you say you love God's people, and you say you're a Christian. Would Christ go to sleep if he was in Zambia today with so many children sleeping on the street? Mumifolo. What Nimbeva? This is what we bring. We have a passion. And that passion is deep. And sometimes we can appear to be angry. Yes, we are angry at this poverty. We can't smile at this poverty.
It's not something to be admired.
Yes. That's why we are not jumping like rats from this tree to that other tree. No. We are seeking genuine change, real change from the way the country is governed. We want to see a change in the living conditions of our people. Vaminyunya pafula, vamigonga pafula. Lelo mwatumako oyu aminyunya, mwasa atumako oyu amibepa, mwasa atumako oyu amibira. Mwana tumako na undi. Kuya kumwembe ni kuya ibombera, nchitayama Zambia nzuku ibombera na ifika. Teke niko na imwe. We are not seeking to run your lives alone. We are not seeking to lead you alone. That's why tuletira infu mushitungulula fye abateeka bakiteefu into bantu. We can't run this country without you. We can't lead this country without you. We can only lead, but you must govern. The people must govern. Not leaders who lead you and govern you at the same time. What is your role as citizens? Can they change your living conditions alone? No. Fred Membe alone cannot change your living conditions. Fred Membe can only lead. You must govern. You must do things.
Participate.
You must participate.
You talked about a little bit about I want to party. A ruling party offers a member of parliament who are in properly nominated 350,000 kwacha. 350,000 kwacha. We karaku muyombe. We karaku kuliwa. What do you think will happen? Patata lamon happen 100,000 kwacha, let alone 350,000 kwacha. This party UPND is buying these candidates to withdraw, and we have got specific examples. In case they raise this in court, we are going to give the evidence. All right? So they better not try to do that. Elio number, mwaisa mpelo yumundu at withdraw. What do you think a person who has not seen that kind of money will do? So he does that. He withdraws. And why would you want to buy somebody if your economy is doing so well? Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to buy somebody?
Ask Bachomba, ask Barigani how much pressure he has
on him.
On him, is here.
But therefore,
they have tried to buy him before the elections. They have tried to buy him during the elections.
Aliapa.
He's here.
Yeah, ask him.
But those Indian debate is all over. Maybe actually is when you talk of leadership, it's about when you talk about principles. And the normal person cannot go beyond these principles. It's about what you're talking of, it is leadership, my brother. It is leadership. Because what these people are doing, you know, they want their people to go on a smooth plane. So that
without opposition,
you see, and you call that democracy. Even those MPs, Canavesa, about million of their 7, but they looking at what is happening today.
They also bought.
So if we are not careful, Canavesa, you know, if we are not careful, it's each other to allow now. If you have a people and at Chiaba, with some more pepe, Kabaninga, Kurubani, and Mufimu. You know, a case of a case like the Bamuni in Moy. This is exactly what we are. This is exactly what we are witnessing today. So at the end of the day, let us see how best we can provide leadership unto our people.
Any of our presidents, Tabala did that in a listening that. What do you mean that?
Vachomba, Ramatampo Plash don't do Shwacha. Matampo Plash it young to Shwacha. Is wish that number knowledge. Ichawe Chichazambia that wash it here. Nileso atupere kuselo wakwe atupere chawe chisumasani lelo mtungu shibwa chawe chino tuleshitisha tuleshita pakupyanike mfumu Yesu Bachomba mafuma kuchinsa pakupyanike mfumu Yesu tatubosha tatulipira olupia tapabo kulipira olupia tatupyanika bali abakwete olupia olwingi pabufumu pali bubine mushi tupyanike empanda tusale empanda ishakwatisha mano ishatemwe cy'abantu ishatemwe cyalo ishayishibe cyalo n'abantu ishingasunga abantu n'ecyalo ebo tupyanika pabufu kuti mwasanga pajabe kwa 20 abalita qualify kupyana tusako fyunga umo tusala kwempanda takwabo ukubocha abantu kushita abantu ekyo musangira ku Yesu mfumu Yesu bamwine mushibesu abengi babila kabakwata na mutima bateba le tungula lelo tuleshika utungurushi tuleshika utungurushi nga walipira omuntu okita withdraw finishu define To go and oppose? To reduce the competition? Tekushita utungulushi. And the pressure has not been just from the UPA, it has been also from others.
Even amongst the opposition. Yes. For many more parties, we cannot allow that. That's corruption. So even as we apply, we appeal, now to put a candidate, right? And therefore, but even as it comes in, we want to advise you. We want to advise you that you don't come and say, we haven't warned you. Because we have advised you, we have told you, we have also told you the solutions to create it, to solve Zambia's problems. It won't happen overnight. And we're not making individual promises. What we're saying, within 5 years, we will change this and transform this country because we are committed. Voters, please don't lose your voters cards, don't lose your NRCs. Symbol ya kuisa voterapo. Symbol. This page na chinshi.
Kakusala entungulushi. Tekusala ulio libange ekyo musala. Tekusala ulio tiya hayama musicians abingi okuimba n'okushana. We are not in a dancing contest. We are not in a song contest. Today, contest ilipo ya kusala entungulushi, ya kusala empanda. Ya kwatisha mano, ya temusha abantu, ya ishimechaho n'abantu. Inga posa kwa bantu n'echaho. A contest to quit. If we needed singers to run this country, dancers to run this country, the selection process would be different. It would be different. And we would be fielding, we would be pushing singers in front. Ishiretira abemba abashana titwatungule chawo nabene kuti batungwa kuti batenga nabene. But they are not participating in that way. So don't be deceived by liars. Ababufi bakwata obulimi kulwalo okukirana shuga na kambala. Nga mwambotera nka michitire efi nka miretere efi nka mipere efi bala fireta bala fichita bala mipela. If you buy me like that, you take about 5 years ago. Why fikirisha? Finish my fikirisha.
No power.
It's not the first government, of course. We have seen governments. We can judge. Abandon somebody to compete na wambi bali mu mutego. Tabakwata record bakwata basichini. They have got damaged records. You can accuse us that we are attacking our fellow opposition leaders. No, we are contesting with everybody. We want the best people to lead this country, with or without us. Give this country a chance to have better leadership. Even in God's scheme of things, leadership was very important. In the Bible, leadership was not just handed to fools. Mwafunyapo echipuba echi, mwesabika po echipuba na chimbi, mwafunyapo kabola alo, mwesabika po kabola na umu. And you expect society to be better?
Yes.
What are we expecting in the person to become
Bachozi, mufurasento na ene ali wapamutima. Mufurasento ali wapamutima na tukwata na problem aingi yote kama mufurasento. Kama ayakuka nususo bachozi marasanga tukura ma issues ya menshi kama suwa raini fia difuasa. All those things Canadians has to be worked on. And this issue I mentioned, it is just too much and I want to talk about it. Issue I mentioned, I think, you know, if you find a comment because it affects district, I'm afraid. So I mentioned that if you have a chamber for not to run the local, underground mine. Underground talk what the challenge about mentions. So I mean, she had a voting club. So, Ubu Teko Chakutila, Yamama project Maria Bonjanda PPP. If the government doesn't have money, can we engage people within the Lama? Let's construct a bigger, what's this, water plant.
Processing plant.
Yes, which is going to cater for this district,
population,
or
yes.
maybe to add on what we have already, so that at least Avandu they will have access to what is to safe water. And like what we are witnessing today, each a piribula, once they do that, because Namamona in their water plant here, to go to water works. Manasa Musanga, Tiava before I am the man and then is Kakulava. So I am and the cooler, and then to go to water plant in. Mulandu Wakwevati, Amanganda, thank you to go to their means. It cannot sustain the entire district. Akalinga to Agwela Punuma, Mumainu, one water plant. Yarex Takata, section Yonze, Nakuma Yaduku. Now, this time around, because they don't know where to start from. But time and again, you and I, Tulo, Fokutila, Wamulonga, never paying the Lamakuba World Bank. In the Mashibon Benshi, Apoture Bokutilo, Otekongana to Sakamana. Brefa appreciate it, actually, a menshi. He said to Panga menshi, I had that to offer. Tora Pangashan. Muhammad Gaddafi got those menshi over a distance of 2,000 kilometers. I'm a boating club. You know, when you look at the radius of Mufrida, it is less than 100 kilometers. It's in a Piribola. We can construct a water plant, which can cater for entire district. Therefore, the tobacco to become a whereby I'm a fixed, maybe 100 or 50 watts, who conquer location, you have a fixed, and then for a good maybe 20 years or so, na plant will remain near government. So it is damage, we cannot change these things with CDF. We cannot change these things with CDF. All we need, this is a capital project that we are talking about here. So the government has to come in so that I am my mind. Because if branches we are carrying so that at least exactly, so that our people will have water. So that issue I chose, it is something you know, once we go there, those are the issues that we should go and talk about. So that
this is very important for Freedom. Because the biggest problem underground, mention. Okay, you got so much water, not only move here. Tingola,
yes.
Yes. So the issue is, what solution have we got? The materialization, local government is broken down. It's completely finished. Local government here, to actually rely. So a new government, a new set of people, that we don't want just to change the government or the individuals. We want to change the way the government is run. Exactly. So I hope that we've fulfilled the mission. Number of questions here, March quarter. We are sure we've helped you.
Alright, welcome back. Our radio champions katika nukashika kwa vitela kuna ime insta ya kwa mole part and parcel of this from my number. Tuminapong my parama numbers ya bigi. You can call us on 0969640898 or you can call us on the number 0969164071. Mwalaba bantu ngomkwai abakulunda po mkwai abakulunda po mkwai eliashi. It is one said so mukweteko mkwai tuliva Dr. Fred Membe na wakiasiwesi mkwai wa Bob Robert Sichinga na wa Comrade the elephant himself Comrade Regan Kashinga, 0969640898, Nangula, Mwatipina Kopa, 0969164071. We already have a caller. Yes, speak to yourself, good afternoon. I'm fine, thank you, sir. How are you? Yes, sir. Vadani? Vamunine? Vamulele?
Oh my goodness.